Welcome back to Instant Anime.
Just Add Music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Thanks for joining us. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, this is the one where Sarah and I listen to a song and then make an anime for it. So what we've done today is listen to the song suggested by Stark.
Thank you, Stark.
Digital Mole is the title by Gesu no Kiwami Otome. And I think I can't remember. I looked at the translation and I don't remember it. But that's okay.
You can find it in the description below.
Yes. So what we've done today is listen to the song Digital Mole by the band and took 5 minutes as if Digital Mole was the theme song for an anime that we both separately came up with as our individual ideas. Takes as long as heating up some instant ramen.
Tasty, tasty.
And we slurp it up. And then we put some words
Spit
to
out
paper.
ideas.
I was going to say something gross, but we'll keep it clean for right now.
Thank you.
And so we've both written our ideas, which is fun, which is great. We share them on the show, and then after that, we combine them into a mega anime, which is the best of both worlds. We combine stuff, we drop stuff from either of our ideas, but either way, at the end of it, we have one cohesive-ish idea that combines elements from both of ours. And the final cherry on top is that the title of the podcast episode is the title of the anime that we come up with on the spot as well.
Where are we going to end up?
So yeah, you, the listener, know a little bit more about sort of where we're going. I don't know, maybe it's about a school student in a space high school. That was last episode. If you're just tuning in now, there's a huge backlog. This is your first one.
Yeah.
But either way, welcome to the show. And now, without further ado, I will share my idea that I had for Digital Mole by Gesu no Kiwami Otome.
Please do.
So, what happens when you love surfing as a child and pick it up again after quite a while?
You might be rusty?
Well, you're right.
Yay.
First, you fall a lot because you're not good at it. Then,
Oh, I can see the montage now.
Then your latent power of water control unlocks.
Whoa.
And as soon as you're confident on the board, you also realize you can summon waves to ride perfectly. You can even make the biggest waves in the world that only you can ride. Now you're being approached by sponsors and people wanting to be trained by you, but it's really just a fluke since you couldn't be as good if you couldn't make the water act exactly as you wanted. So, whenever you try to teach people how to surf like you, they inevitably fail and become demoralized.
Oh my gosh.
Now you're alone at the top
Oh
of the
my
waves
Jimmy.
with no one who can compete against your enhanced skills, unless someone from another country who also has these skills that you're stuck with ends up being the best surfer as well, and therefore where you were the best surfer with no equal, now there is another. But when you have no equal, it's not as fun. So maybe there needs to be another person.
Okay.
And that's my idea.
Okay.
Kind of fell apart at the end there.
The sentences got more stilted as you went.
I had more commas than I think I expected.
Yeah, that happens. You get excited. There's lots of breathe,
Yeah.
comma, breathe, all
Yes.
that.
But there's maybe, and I didn't even specify if it happens, but maybe there's another person in another country
Oh, so that was to be determined?
with the skills.
Nope, they're going to be lonely and demoralized on top of the waves.
Well, they're not demoralized. The people that they try to train are demoralized.
You don't think it would be equally demoralizing?
I think it would be upsetting,
Okay.
but I don't think you go, oh, I'm the best, so you being not good as me because you don't have powers makes me upset in a different way.
All right.
I don't know. I didn't think about it like that.
Okay.
I
see
had
a tie between ours.
I had a visual. The visual I saw was somebody like impossibly just like sitting on a board alone at the top of this like huge wave.
So
I
sad.
don't know.
That was not the visual I got.
The guitar in this song was very like surfer vibe to me. And so I could not get that out of my head.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at.
Well, I see an interesting possibility in the merger of our ideas.
Perfect.
So I don't want to cut you off.
No, I am done, and
But
it's your turn.
I can't wait to see if you see what I see.
I usually don't.
So let's get cooking. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Do you have change for $1? I have to do laundry.
No.
Dun dun dun. Meet our protagonist, a college student who works nights at a 24-hour laundromat.
Ah.
Given the assurance that the place is usually dead, they'll have plenty of time for studying. Then our protagonist stumbles into the job of a lifetime. Possibly after a near-death experience, but maybe not.
Magical surfer.
That was up, you know. The laundromat business starts picking up for our protagonist. The only thing is the late-night patrons seem to be ghosts.
Oh.
And so I came up with a title. Our newest hit anime, Even Ghosts Need Clean Underwear. You're welcome.
It's really good.
Thank you.
I do like that a lot. For some reason, I don't remember what this idea was, but we had a genie who ran a convenience store or some sort of
That's ringing
drink
a
dispenser.
very, very faint bell.
Remember?
Sort of.
And so it's sort of, I was like, wait, is there a genie in the laundry?
There is not. But there could be someone who has special water powers.
Yeah. And
Oh, shoot. I didn't let you try and
no,
make the
no, I
connection.
was getting that, where it's
It was
like,
pretty standard.
if they control the water, then they'd be able to like make a show out of essentially laundry. Mm-hmm. And if they have some sort of spiritual power that is granting them this water control, then it would make sense that ghosts also are sort of flocking to this energy, right?
And when you say powerful, spiritual, whatever, you mean OxyClean, right? It's a sponsor of No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, the spirit of Billy Mays.
Aw, I didn't mean to bring it there. That's sad.
I mean, he is dead.
Yes.
So he makes a cameo.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, Billy Mays here.
Yeah,
We got
no.
a fantastic product.
No, we're not doing that.
No?
That seems very disrespectful.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Bring it up with his
So-
lawyers.
That was my idea.
Yes.
I also was like, I guess they don't have to be dead. But then as soon as I didn't even mean to and wrote the place is usually dead, I was like, oh,
That's really
I've
fun.
made my own decision
Well-
without realizing it.
Yes, so we're going to combine Ghost Laundromat with surfing powers.
And I have an idea, but it really knocks yours down.
I'm just going to give you
So-
mine real quick.
What if I want to give you mine?
Well, I'm
real
going to give you
quick?
mine.
What if I give
well,
you
no, I'm going to give you
mine?
real quick. Mine doesn't. It sort of does lose the surfing aspect, and it focuses more on the laundromat water powers.
Okay, that's kind of where I'm headed.
But
to.
I think the accident that happens that
Yep.
gives them the water
That's-
powers
That's just what I was thinking.
is surfing.
Yeah.
And so they aren't able to do it anymore, but they get the water spiritual control, and
Yeah.
then the laundromat becomes a sort of pinpoint
Yep.
for ghosts to
Okay,
get laundry
so you
done.
and I had the same idea.
Okay,
I was picturing that it happened to them as a young child.
sure.
Like they were almost drowned, hence the near-death part, while surfing. And then maybe if we want it to be really tragic, they could have been with a parent that did tragically die.
Sure,
but they
very
were
anime.
saved.
Yes.
100%. Let's just shove as many of those tropes
Well,
in as we
that's
can.
the thing. Yes, if you get that trope in there, then you can really hit people with that emotional.
Oh my
trauma.
god, I didn't even realize it till this moment. They could try and get their parent to come wash their socks.
Oh,
Ghost
yeah.
socks.
If they're having this sort of psychic connection with the spirits, yeah,
100%.
why not?
Why not pine for that? The return of your
Do their parents
parent.
never show up, or does the deceased parent maybe
We'll have to see.
finale?
That's what I'm thinking.
If we're getting canceled, we have it happen. Very very emotional. That's when you bring the tears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You have a dead parent show up.
So they could have been, or maybe they were like an amazing young surfer, child surfer. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know the age ranges of surfing.
Boogie boarder.
A tiny promising boogie boarder, and then unfortunately accident.
I think young kids can surfboard, but they just are on smaller boards.
I think so too.
You just grow with the board.
Yeah, that seems reasonable to me.
Yeah.
I've seen like dogs on surfboards
Yeah,
with people.
that must be a reasonable
Similar
size.
idea.
Yeah.
So we've got young surfing prodigy.
Yes.
Tragic accident. Part of it's fear, you know. I never want to go back to
Exactly.
the ocean.
So they don't
But-
even know they have this power. That has to be a thing. And then they try something, you know, it's
Well,
their first time back on the beach, back on the board.
Oh, okay. I was picturing they get into the laundromat and the person who's like training them is like, "Oh yeah, these machines, they're not very good. They
Oh,
don't
they're doing the
work
thing
very
where
well."
they're like, pff,
They
have to,
hit
like,
it
knock
kind
it.
of a thing. Like, yeah,
get the
they
water
break
going.
down a lot.
Yeah.
And then they're able to like, I don't know, oxygenate the water with bubbles in a way that cleans everything so
Yes.
thoroughly that ghosts feel they can be purified by its magic powers.
Some sort of holy water equivalent.
Yeah, but
Yes.
like ocean holy.
Yes,
the
like
Poseidon?
a Poseidon-y
Yeah.
sort of
Something like that.
god of the sea
Mm-hmm.
aspect. Yes.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Or sea spirits in general, which maybe
Why
is
not?
like a big dragon or, you know.
Yeah, we could have fun with this.
Yes.
But they have the ability to get clothing clean, and so ghosts start showing up like,
I love this.
I want this expunged from me, and therefore,
Yeah.
just gonna like wash some stuff.
And they still pay with currency that they're allowed to,
Yeah,
you know,
Mm-hmm.
benefit off.
of course.
But they also this is fun. This is really good, and it's definitely it has an episodic vibe
big
to
time.
it in
Because
terms
we
of
can-
who shows up, in terms of how dirty the clothing, you know, like or what the job is.
If we get a Halloween episode, maybe it's like someone who's been murdered wants their like death outfit
Oh,
to be
God.
cleaned.
yeah,
I mean, if we want to go spooky,
yeah,
I know it's not there yet.
no, but we're
but
chomping at
close.
the bit to
We're
try and get some
close.
October episodes in
A
before.
little Spooktober in August. Why
Yes.
not?
Why not? August 1st.
Happy Halloween.
That's when I say Happy Halloween.
But
And our last
it's an
episode was
option.
July 31st, so
Yeah.
now we're like
Therefore,
yes.
Happy Halloween,
we skipped
everybody.
it, yeah. Since it's our August episode. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Thank you for joining us.
But it's not a scary show.
No.
It's the spiritual kind of Ghibli ghosts that
Mm-hmm.
you see are kind of amorphous sometimes, you know, like different kind
Yeah.
of spirits. What's the bathhouse in Spirited Away? Like
100%.
those are all spirits, right?
And they come in all
But
shapes
they
and
all frogs.
sizes. They're all frogs and
But they're all
turnips.
frogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the turnip one, yeah. But yeah, that's the fun thing is you get to design a bunch of interesting spirits, a lot based on, you
Folklore,
know, folklore
maybe.
and mythology and, you know, like kappas and how terrifying they are and related to water.
Maybe they're not allowed.
Yeah.
That's the one
That's
thing.
the thing. There has to be some ghost that sort of is able to be the bouncer in some way, and they know which ones to. They know the ones that are good for it, and they get the kappas, and they're like, "Hey, get out of here!"
Not allowed.
And he tips the caps over or whatever.
Ah. Makes them bow and lose the water out of their heads.
Yes, and then you kick them in the nuts or something.
That honestly, I believe is correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the thing. You tip them over, and then you go around them and kick them in the
In the hiney.
In the nuts.
Be gone. There you go.
yeah, and then they'll serve you forever or something.
Maybe that's how we get the bouncer. The protagonist defeats the first Kappa, and then they become the bouncer.
yeah, and they can't be the creepy kind. Like they're a fun, cute sort of kappa.
Yeah. Like they come on like, ooh, I'm creepy, and then it's like, hey, cut it out. And they're like, okay, sorry.
Yeah. They're doing the like weird
They're being, like,
lizardy sort of
creepy.
creepy walk.
And then I don't know what's in a laundromat that you could like maybe like a mop like poke them or something and be like, I don't like it.
Yes, they do something with the quarter basket too.
Chuck and quarters.
Yeah, exactly. And they like it's the one where it fully goes in when you put a quarter in, and so they like clothesline them with one as it comes out.
Yeah. And that would make them tumble over, lose the water from the head, all that kind of
Then
stuff.
be a subservient kappa for them.
But also a friend.
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad we figured that out. That's going to be early on.
Yes.
We have to establish
It's a good
that.
friend to have. Mm-hmm. You need them.
And they'll suss everybody out.
Yes, because they're a good judge of character.
Yeah. Exactly. Cool.
There you go. This is good. So do they? I think surfing again. It's to the wayside. It's not like there's a lot of focus on surfing, but I think throughout the show maybe they like you know it's like a hobby of theirs that they're like trying to get back into, but it's not anything you know crazy that they
Yeah,
that
maybe
we focus a lot.
maybe
upon.
the university that they're going to is back near water. And they haven't lived near
Yeah.
water. And so it's the like, I'm scared, but I I'm a grown adult type person now.
Yeah.
Maybe I could do it.
I'm also picturing their connection to the spirit world. I've figured it out.
All right.
Their initial trauma with losing their parent and nearly dying while surfing as a kid. This is, you get the cool visual sequence where they're going down into the darkness, and then in the darkness a light of a hand or something comes out and blesses them with this spiritual connection with the water control powers,
I like it.
saves their life, is unable to save their parent, unfortunately, but saves their life and grants them the power and all that kind of stuff. So there's that connection to that sort of deity right there.
Yeah. And maybe, I don't know if we want to, but maybe the protagonist is studying something that they need to be near the water for. Maybe it's like a marine biology.
Marine biologist, yeah.
Or some sort of like oceanic anthropology, sort of
Sure.
a like, we're after Atlantis. I don't know.
Why not?
But they had to be near the water, and it's the first time they're really returning.
An Atlantis historian.
Yes. 100%.
Yes. Try and find the truth. Yes. But for some reason, it definitely, and there are in Japan or wherever, there's like these seaside towns
Oh, totally.
that are, they're right, like on the beach, like what you would think of right
Yeah.
there. And so I'm imagining the laundromat is like
Close.
very close to the ocean itself as well. So you get a lot of like beach bums coming in and sandy shorts and
Yeah, maybe
stuff
there's like
that.
a hose you can just like
Yeah.
hose off your sandy feet there or something.
Yeah, I have a very vivid image of what this place
Oh,
looks
I didn't
like.
tell you what image I had.
Okay.
So during the song, I think it's like the chorus. It's like da 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 da. I saw tumbling laundry bins.
Oh, that's fun.
So
Yeah.
as soon as I heard like laundry baskets being upended
Yeah.
and like socks tumbling on the protagonist, I was like, oh, it's ghosts.
Well, that would be in the intro as well.
Yes.
Is you have the laundry, you're focusing on the laundry tumbling in there. It opens up, some of it comes out with the water following
Well, it's
with
obviously a
the
wave.
protagonist. Yes.
Come on now.
Yes. Following the protagonist, also falling, but then maybe like getting on a board and
Yeah.
being able to ride it out. Something like that. But it's like, I'm picturing, I can even like see the floor is like that tile, like very
Yes.
pale blue tile.
Yes.
There's like the big fan in the ceiling that's like really loud and just like, I don't know why I'm perfectly seeing
It's
this
how it was meant to
this
be.
laundromat. I've never actually done laundry in a laundromat before.
You haven't.
No.
Oh.
This is a new experience for me to
Maybe
vividly
that's
see something I've
why-
never done.
You're able to conjure it up so well.
Yes.
Because it's all made up for you.
It's something I've always wanted to do.
We'll have to make a trip sometime.
Yeah. I'm close when I lived in that apartment
That's true.
that had it in the front.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the closest I've come.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
There were no spirits there.
Not that we know
Not
of.
that I could sense.
Well,
But I don't have the...
You weren't a surfing prodigy, so.
No, the only traumatic experience I had at the beach was I stepped on a crab once and it chomped my toe.
Ow.
Yes.
That is.
I was looking for sand dollars.
Well, that you were getting greedy.
And I was like, I found one. And I was like, heck yeah. And I'm like, oh, one more though? And then I put my foot on it and it went pew. And I went,
said no.
And I went, ow, ow, ow.
Yeah. So sorry to bring that up again.
Yeah. It was dark water too. I don't know. Like, obviously I couldn't see it.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I think I would have seen a claw coming up to
Probably.
attack me.
Yeah. But
Just purely
we
on
could
foot
work that
sight.
in.
Yeah.
One of my favorite, like, shared laundry situations is I found a string cheese in the dryer
Oh,
when I was in college.
that's like bonus food.
It was all warm and melty. 'cause
Mozzarella stick.
It was in the packaging. I will clarify. It wasn't loose.
That's good.
But
That would have been, it probably would have strung.
it probably would have ruined the
that
dryer.
would have been really bad, yeah.
But if you don't mind, you can have a crab. I can have some cheese. We'll
I
just-
think both of these things happen.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing is the beach is specific to this thing, and the owner of the laundromat is like acknowledging that it's not a good business decision to have one of these things so close to the beach because sand is bad. for the
Probably,
internals of
yeah.
any laundry machine.
Messes it up a lot.
Yeah.
But also, they've got like a kitschy surfboard along the wall that
Definitely.
has like the name of the laundromat,
Yeah.
and it's a themed.
And they're cool.
Yeah, totally.
And they're cool and nice, and they hire our protagonist, which requires the story to sort of happen.
There we go.
There we go.
I'm happy with all of this.
I really like this. It's fun. You can get those emotional beats with the ghosts
Yeah.
finding their way, and you can sort of do some of the sad stuff, but then you also get the happiness when they are free of their mortal worries and whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's good.
I think so. I mean, I came up with the idea a little bit,
You
so
did.
I'm a bit biased, but I'm happy with
I
it.
like that aspects of mine perfectly slot into.
And there's no reason
to
we
build
couldn't
yours up,
have
too.
the protagonist dip back into surfing.
Yeah, it does not. There's definitely no competition.
If you're okay with losing
No,
that.
there's no competition. There's
Cool.
no lonely at the top sort of thing. I don't think they use their power in
They
that
were
way.
lonely as a kid because they lost a parent.
Yes, I think they do have that sort of innate power with the water, and they are able to make it so that they can surf easier again. And I think that's the only reason they can't at all.
Yeah.
Because if they feared that they would fall off and have that traumatic experience again, then they wouldn't. So maybe that does happen. They slip up and fall off a wave and they have a bad time. But it's
Ooh.
we don't have to have that.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. Because then it'd be like, oh yes, reliving this trauma.
Let's not.
Amazing. Let's not do it.
Cool.
But it's it's there.
We have the possibility, assuming we don't get canceled, we can do anything.
Exactly.
If Riverdale has taught me nothing, if you don't get canceled, you can do fucking anything.
Yeah. And this show has longevity, I think.
Totally. Much more than that
I
one.
think so. Because it's good.
Has watched every single episode, hates on it relentlessly.
Yes. But that's the thing. There is an aspect that I like, and I think Mob Psycho 100 does it really well, is the modern spiritual sort of... They're hunting, quote unquote, spirits and stuff, or trying to purge, or, But it's when they do have these one-on-one, friendly spirits that are just, hanging out,
Yeah.
they do a really good job of the interpersonal relationship between the dead and the alive, and it's I like that better generally than it's the ancient period where we're
Gotcha.
going through the whatever, the farms and fields and town to town and finding spirits, and it can be done really well. Demon Slayer, I think.
Yeah.
But it's usually in the more fighty way. I think
This
ours
is so
is
chill.
comedy, chill.
It's literally on the beach.
It's on the beach. You get the amazing, the general anime beach shots and all that kind of stuff. And I did watch that show.
They might have to have a beach volleyball. That's your competition. There's an episode of beach volleyball.
Of course.
One laundromat versus
Yes.
the ice cream shop next door or
I
something.
remembered the Dagashi Kashi or whatever that was all about snacks.
Yeah.
And it's that show was so low stakes. They were just talking about food and snacks every episode.
And we got so hungry.
So hungry for delicious looking snacks every time. What was the point of that show except to make you extremely hungry
I'm sure that was it.
and order
Propaganda.
the Japanese snack boxes and stuff? I think that's it.
Yeah.
It's a very effective tool.
I know.
Well, ineffective for me. I didn't do it,
Not yet.
but I was very tempted. So I don't blame people who actually did do that because wow, I want all the snacks, all the drinks.
Yep.
I did buy Calpico,
Yeah.
so it kind of worked.
Kind of did.
But yeah, I think we've got it.
I think so too.
I think we've overdone it.
Probably.
But I think we definitely
But we've
have
been
it.
enjoying ourselves, I think, so.
I have very vivid images of this show, and I don't normally get such clear-cut images.
It just, when the sand aligns
When
or
the
whatever.
water flows.
Yeah. When the
Yes.
tide moves.
But I think we're at title time.
I think so.
So what words?
Even ghosts need clean underwear on the table.
I think it's on the table.
Cool.
But I think there
Oh.
has to be some possibly aspect about the water or spiritual. I mean, yours is really good. But we should do our title thing.
Oh, yeah, of course. I wanted to know if I was in the running.
It's really good. Also a very anime title, I believe.
Thank you.
So-
I tried really hard.
Yeah. You've done it. You've nailed it.
Thank you. So, what categories do we want to come up?
So like a laundry word?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's
and
good.
like, because that could be like water, like, you know.
Nighttime ghost? Like
Yeah, ghost word. Laundry and ghost word.
laundry ghost.
All right, you want to do a laundry word first or a ghost word first?
I can start with laundry.
I'll do a ghost word. 3, 2, 1. Spirit.
Suds.
Ah, is your weird spirit possibly?
No.
Well, switcheroo. 3, 2, 1. Tumble.
Souls. Suds and souls.
Ooh, that's really good.
I was proud of myself.
I feel like that would be the like ad hoc title of the name of the
Laundromat.
business.
But it'd be SOLE because it's shoes.
Yes.
Like soles of your feet.
Yes.
Rather than what I
Yes.
was thinking.
But the ghosts see it,
OUL.
and their eyesight,
Their
they
little
see
ghostly eyesight.
it. They see it as souls, and they're like, "That's us."
I'm welcome here.
Suds is so good.
Thank you.
Suds is very good. It's such a specific like cleaning laundry word.
And since it's the beach, it could be like suds and sun.
Yeah,
Like
suds
sunshine.
and suns.
That sounds strange, but sun and suds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Spirit tumble.
Tumble dry, low.
I was trying to think of like loads or. I didn't get there. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like we could figure out something sudsy with the name of the laundromat, but that's beside the point. We're trying to find the title.
Yes, and I think that your original still very much applies.
Even ghosts need clean underwear?
Even ghosts need clean underwear.
It's silly.
It's
which
really fun.
Matches the tone.
Yes, and I think you can lure people in with the jokes.
And I mean, I guess if it's by the beach, it could be like clean swimsuits or something, but it's not quite as
No.
fun.
No. I think underwear is universal.
Enjoyable.
Yes.
Everyone gets a little giggle
It's
out of
giggly. So I think that's fun.
that. Okay.
And the fact that ghosts need clean underwear. Yeah, you're like, do they? I
They
guess
might.
I gotta watch the show to find out.
Is it a question?
No.
Okay.
It
Even
begs
ghosts?
it begs the question.
It does.
But yeah, I think that's it. And I think
Well, thank you.
the name
I cannot tell you if that is or when the last time or
you've
if
gotten a single title.
where like I
pre
had
anything.
a title with my idea and it ended up winning. Like that.
Probably just like Flame of Love or
yeah.
wait, that was
That's the actual
True North or something.
Yeah.
Actually, I think True North you did come up with though.
That's my one
Before.
thing. That's the only bright
It's the
spot
only episode we can
we can
point back to and possibly send people on a wild goose chase of an episode that may or may not be good.
Yeah, we remember it fondly, but I think our skills at podcasting.
Maybe it just needs a little tune up,
Yeah.
like a little extra edit.
Yeah,
little
like we're
punch it
gonna
up.
do that.
Yes.
But yeah,
Suds and Sun,
something like
Sunny
that.
Suds.
Something like
Something
that.
fun. Suds and Souls.
I like the souls thing, but unless you were really driving home the fact that you could wash your feet there from the beach, I'm not sure the soul.
I think that's the thing is they have
makes
like the
sense.
huge lineup of the little faucet things in the front into a basin or whatever.
yeah, to rinse your
For
feet.
the gray water or whatever. I think that's fine.
Okay,
I think Suds and Souls, SOLES, works perfectly.
which is
And
also a
and
type
I
of
like
fish,
the
right?
the bit
Yeah,
where a ghost
they
goes up
kind
to
of
it.
squint.
And it's like maybe it's an older ghost and they need glasses, but they're
They're like broken a little or something.
yeah, and they look it up and they just see souls and they
That's
see
me.
souls and they're like, oh,
That could be me.
SOULE.
I need a wash.
Yeah,
This jacket's kind of getting funky.
grubby. Yes, I like that a lot. It's very fun. So that's the name of the place,
Yeah.
Suds and Souls, because I need that bit to happen now.
Okay.
And
Thank
the
you.
title anime is Even Ghosts Need,
Need
clean,
clean
underwear.
underwear.
Exclamation point.
If it fits, it fits.
Because it's true.
Yeah.
And it makes it funnier if there's punctuation.
There's something fun about punctuation.
It is. It's good. It makes it lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
Just automatically. You're like, huh.
Even ghosts need clean underwear.
Period.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, very different vibe.
Yes. That'd be like the Law and Order episode.
Dun dun.
Dun, dun. But I
So
think
ghosts have been here. Sorry, continue.
I think that does it, right?
I think so. I'm pleased.
Even ghosts need clean underwear. Who do you want to be?
Oh.
And even ghosts need clean underwear.
Why do I always forget that you're going to ask me that question? Ooh. I mean, why is my first thought like a ghost cat?
Who needs his little boots cleaned?
Yeah.
Why not? Meow.
Just, you know.
You just hop up on top of a machine
Uh-huh.
and you're like holding up your boot.
Because it's on.
Yeah, that's good. And I am another cat who is just
Are we ghost? Can we do the thing where the
with
cat
the cats
tails
and they
make a heart?
Yes.
Yes.
They curl.
Yeah.
Yes.
If we're ghost, we probably can do more than just meow.
Yes. Hello.
Meow.
I am a cat.
I need help, meow.
I am a cat with a cool jean jacket though.
Ooh.
That's what I'm doing.
Then I want a little
You
outfit.
can have an outfit too.
Yes. Okay.
I
cool.
think the boots. Something about you having boots though is very funny.
Puss in Boots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you wear 4 boots or 2 boots?
Maybe it's like a little rain boot
Yeah.
and 4 of them.
Yes.
Yes.
And they get specific
My socks.
attention for cleaning.
My little kitty cat socks
they
got,
got
wet.
all wet.
We're spending way too much time on this, but
It's okay. We're in the anime.
We've done it.
Even in the background, it is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And as we leave, we do that cat tail thing. It's very
Yay.
fun. I don't think anybody else.
I mean,
Just get a fun
we
cast.
we have a protagonist and the kappa.
Kappa.
A kappa. Look out! It's a kappa.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's
For some
very
reason though,
much
you
like
you
guest
said kappa, you
stars.
said kappa. I don't know. I saw John DiMaggio doing it, and I don't know.
Do you think?
I mean, he wouldn't.
Probably
He's
not.
a busy man.
He's busy.
He barely did Futurama.
Yeah. So
But they also didn't ask him, or no, they
Mess.
did, but they weren't gonna pay him enough. I don't know.
mess.
What a mess.
All right. The
Get your
rest is
shit
guest
together,
stars.
Hulu.
Exactly.
Not a show without Bender.
I can't imagine.
It would be awful.
It'd be so sad.
It would be awful. The dynamic would be so off
So
because
messed up.
you know they'd be like, oh, that Bender, he retired off to Bender
Yeah.
Planet, and like you're like, oh, ooh.
You can't write him off.
He's integral to the show and movies. That's
I 100%. If I was in that position, I would be asking for money.
oh yeah,
You can't do this without me. Pay
No.
up. Like I don't blame him.
that's the thing. I think Billy West just does it for fun.
He's on Cameo, I think.
Oh yeah, oh man, that's what a dream.
Next
To go to Billy
holiday.
West. Can't but either way, I think we're in it. We've titled it. That's gonna do it for Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Yay! Thanks for
Meow.
listening. Yeah,
Meow.
and then we just walk out with our tails entwined. But
Before we do that,
that does it for the episode. You've made it to the end, where
Thanks.
we're basically at the end slate where we plug our Twitter, our website.
oh, we should thank Stark as
Oh,
well.
yes, one more time. Again, Digital Mole by the group Degesu no Kiwami Otome.
Linked below.
Suggested by Stark.
Thank you, Stark.
This was an older suggestion. We
We found it.
finally shuffling around.
Well, it wasn't available.
Was not available
Spotify,
when it originally
so-
was suggested, but we've made it. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Spotify finally got their shit together, I guess.
Seriously.
So,
They saw the laundry, they saw the waves, and went, wow, we should have this on our service.
but again, thank you so much, Stark. I'll be excited to watch that music video. I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember what it's about. It's been too long.
Yep.
But that's the song that was suggested. That's the podcast. Our Twitter is the one thing we'll talk about after, well, two things, one of two, first of two. And our Twitter is at Instant Anime Pod, where we post GIFs teasing upcoming episodes. Otherwise, the episodes from Podbean, our host, are posted there automatically, just so you can click a link really easily if that's how you want to listen to podcasts. Or you can follow us, ask us questions. I don't know, Twitter things.
Yeah. That's all we have.
Yeah. And that's our one social media. But other than the social media, which last thing, we have the pinned tweet as the suggestion form.
If you want to be like Stark.
If you want to be like Start, suggest a song, then you can do that as well. But we also have a website.
Yes, you can find it at instantannie.may. It has, as Jimmy mentioned, all of our episodes with clickable links in the description if you need to find a song easily like this one. In the sidebar, we have a bunch of podcatchers and some other goodies, including the suggestion form.
Suggestion form. It's everywhere because we like getting these suggestions.
Yeah.
Even if we
Put
get
them on the back
around-
burner for a while.
We still love it. Mm-hmm. The song, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love suggestions. Very fun. And it's usually, again, stuff that we would not have
You mean not a K-pop song?
used. I know of this group, and I knew about them before the suggestion, but it's not like I'm going through their stuff, their catalog to find stuff. So if you have, I mean, we highly suggest you suggest songs.
Yeah, if you've got something, please send it in.
And, your favorite band, your favorite group, anything you want to be an anime, just like this week's, is very possible for us to do. So that's going to do it for this episode. Last thing is, if you have the time to leave a review on your favorite podcatcher of choice, usually a star rating or a written review, if you have the time for that and the just capacity for
The
that.
wherewithal.
So much appreciated when we see those. It is very nice to see what y'all think of the show. Love it, hate it. I don't
We know what we think. We don't know what you think.
We love it, hate it. But either way, we'll see you again next time for the next episode. Bye.
Bye.